All right, fam. Welcome back to the kitchen. First off, I want to say I hope everyone had a happy and safe Thanksgiving. Also, I know I ain't been posting a lot, been under the weather a little bit, but anyway. So, on today's episode, I wanted to bring a rendition of a sandwich. So, when you think of sandwich, you think of, all right, let's just put some bread and different things together. No, I'm talking about a sandwich, a traditional Puerto Rican sandwich known as a Jibarito sandwich. So, basically, it is two pieces of plantain fried to a golden perfection with some thin steak and then topped with tomatoes and a mayo ketchup, some onions, and a few other things. You'll see when we get this thing put together, but it is a beautiful sandwich. You get the saltiness in there from the meat and the seasonings. You get the plantain, the crunchiness of that. But so on today's episode, that's what we're gonna cook. So stay tuned. Let's roll up these sleeves and let's get into it. All right, fam. So let's go ahead and let's take our plantain here. Let's get that cut off there, cut off here. And then we're gonna just go ahead here and we're gonna open this thing up. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing peeled open. Straight like that. Here we have it. Now that we have it peeled, you can actually cut this two ways. The first way, you can come here, cut it on a diagonal cut and have two big chunks and then just smash them down. Or you can come into here like so, like what I'm going to do. We'll come right here. I'm going to cut it down right down through the center. And then here we have it. This is going to make one sandwich. So now what we need to do is take this and get it over to the frying pan so we can get this thing fried up. All right, fam, like I said, we're going to take our plantains and we're just going to lay them down in here and we're going to cook them to the all the way golden, because if we pull these out too early, when we go to mash these down, it's just going to go everywhere because we didn't let it cook long enough. So we're going to let this cook on both sides evenly to a golden color. So that way when we smash them down, we won't just get them to go everywhere and they fall apart. Also at the same time, I have some oil in the smaller pan there and I have some oil in this pan. So what I'm going to do, I had that oil in here going already. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take some onions. We're going to throw them in there and let them cook down for a little bit. What we're going to do with those onions, we're going to hit them with just a little bit of adobo, get some seasoning in there, and we're going to let those cook down in that seasoning until they're golden color. And then what we're going to do, we're going to pull them off there and we're going to put them in with this beautiful thin cut steak that I have, which we will be using right now, which this is done with adobo, some garlic powder, onion powder, some salt, and some pepper. And then we're going to let those cook down on that side. And then we're going to come back, we're going to flip it and season the other side as well. All right, fam, while that stuff is over there cooking down, doing this thing, something I wanted to mention also before I do this here. With that steak, you can throw it on the grill. If you have a Blackstone or whatever kind of flat top, you can do it there too. I have a Blackstone. I just didn't feel like going out there, so that's why I'm pan frying it right now. But anyway, also, I talked about a sauce that goes on this sandwich. It's a ketchup mayo sauce. Now, you can use any kind of mayo that you like. Me personally, I just happen to like Duke's. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that in there. That was about a tablespoon. And you use as little or as less as you like. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of ketchup in there. All right, look, and this is the ketchup mayo sauce that goes on it now. You can put some seasoning in there if you want to, some garlic powder if you want to, onion powder, whatever you want to do. That's to your preference. So then all we're gonna do is just mix that up. Good ketchup mayo sauce, and then you make this to the consistency and the taste that you want it to after giving it a taste test, you know. And then you can see I got some beautifully cut tomatoes, some lettuce over there to go on the sandwich as well. So this will be the spread that goes on there. I'm gonna give this a little taste. And for me, that's perfect for me, but again, everybody's taste buds are different. So now I just wanted to show you guys that in preparation for when we pull all this stuff out and get this sandwich together. All right, fam, while our steak is still cooking, doing this thing, we're gonna go ahead and pull these plantains out because they're to that golden color we want. And we're gonna let them rest over here on this butcher block for just a few seconds, maybe up to a minute, in order for it just to rest. So that way, when we do smash these down, they also will not get stuck to the bottom of our other side of our chopping block that we're gonna smash it down with. All right, fam. So now we let these cool off for just a minute, you know, and let them do their thing, let them rest. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my other chopping board, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna come in here and I'm just gonna smash it down. You're gonna have to put some pressure to it in order to flatten it out. You might even have to come in here and smash it down. See, that's what it's, so you might just come in here and smash it down some more. You might even have to bang on it. So we want to get this thing smashed down as good as we can. And then from there, what we're gonna do the same to the other one. And then when we put it in the fryer again to double fry it, that's where it gets its crispiness from. So let's go ahead and get the other one smashed and then back into the grease. All right, let's put our plantains back into the hot oil. We're gonna let these cook for just a few minutes on each side. And then after that, we'll be ready to pull it out and then we will assemble the sandwich. All right, fam, so what I did, I took and moved those onions that we was cooking down over onto this pan with the steak. So now what I'm gonna do now is basically just go ahead, I'm gonna cover this with another pan. I'm gonna let those flavors come together. I turn my heat down since it's already cooked. I just want those things to marinate and come together a little bit. So I'm gonna seal the top of it with another pan for just a few minutes. All right, fam, so it's been a few minutes. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull these off and we're gonna move them over here to our countertop. Let's go ahead and let's build this. So here's our plantains, you know, good and fried up, smashed down. You know, whatever you used to smashing yours with, if you've made these before, hey, you know, keep on doing it with that. That's what I have, you know, to smash down with. I could have probably used a frying pan, but I just used another cutting block. So let's go ahead, like I said, and build this thing. First thing, for me, ketchup mayo. Let's go ahead and get it. Put as much or as little as you like. Also, you can put cheese on this if you like, if you want. You know, like I said, put as much or as little ketchup mayo as you want on there. Next step for me is to come in here, of course, you know, to load this thing up. We're gonna have to put our steak on there. We're gonna get our steak on there. Man, and then, boom, boom. There's those onions we had. You know, got that on there, beautiful. Got a little bit more onion right there. Put that on there. Next, coming up, we're gonna go ahead, take a little bit of lettuce. This is just the way I do it. You do it how you do it. A little bit of lettuce on there. Put some lettuce. And then after the lettuce, I just go ahead and I take my tomato and I put my tomato on there. And there you have it. Again, you know what? Just because it's looking a little light, we're gonna put a little bit more ketchup mayo on there. Okay. Then all we got to do, top it. Now, next step is we got to give it that taste. All right, fam. And that's how we make that sandwich. Something easy, something simple, nothing hard, right? So let's go ahead and let's cut off into this thing. Hear that crunchiness? All right. Let's move this knife to the side. Don't want nobody to get cut. Now, let's open this sandwich up. Let you see it. Let's go ahead and get us a taste. Look at that sandwich. Beautiful. Let's get a bite. You get the crunchiness from the plantain, then that meat that's seasoned with the adobo and the garlic powder, onion powder, and everything coming together. Excuse me, fam. And get that little sauce. That ketchup mayo sauce on top with that fresh tomato, and then you get that lettuce in there. It all just harmonizes in a way that, you know, it's not just like a regular sandwich, of course, but these flavor profiles coming together, you would not think would make an awesome sandwich, but it does. And again, I'm biased. Puerto Rican food, I mean, to me, it's the best on the planet. And then you get those caramelized onions, man, coming all together. It's just a great, great sandwich, and it's something easy. So again, fam, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you guys have a great work week, you know. And again, if you haven't liked and subscribed, don't forget to hit that notification bell. I appreciate each and every one of you, family. And until next time, hug your loved ones. Tell them you love them. Peace.